Hi, today we're going to make Italian sausage stuffed jumbo shells. Well, welcome back. I'm glad you could join me. I'm Marianne Overton, and this is Healthy, Easy Italian Cooking. And today we're going to work with some jumbo shells. I like these. They're just fun and kind of make cooking fun, and it's easy, light, and it's really good. In fact, I picked this because if you're going to have a lot of company and you're looking for a nice appetizer, it can work as an appetizer, or you can, if you don't want to make a giant lasagna and you just got a few family members over, you can just make this and instead of lasagna, and it's nice paired with the Caesar salad, and it makes a nice hearty meal. But today I got some Italian sausage, and I got some mozzarella, and I got my shells. I got a few little Italian seasonings, or you can just buy the one container that says Italian seasoning. But all you're going to do is you're going to sprinkle it into your Italian sausage. But Italian sausage is already pretty flavorful. I've got me some boiling water for my shells, and earlier in our shows we made some marinara sauce, and I've got some set aside that we'll cover the shells with to bake them. It only takes about an hour, so it's a nice dish to make, like I said, as an appetizer for a party or as your main meal set with a Caesar salad and some bread. So I'm glad you could join us. We're going to have fun. And remember, if you like our channel, subscribe or hit like or leave a comment of what you would like to see us cook. Okay, we're going to get our water boiling. And I'm going to turn on my eye for my Italian sausage. You don't have to spray it. I'm just in a habit of spraying just so it won't stick my meat, because like I said, Italian sausage don't have a lot of fat in it, so it'll stick. Alright, so here we go. We're just a waiting game now. Okay, we're going to just break the sausage up a little bit. And it doesn't matter when you sprinkle in your seasonings. Of course, I'm going to use a little parsley because I love parsley. A little basil or basil. And just a pinch of oregano. And you can add whatever seasonings you would like. But like I said, the Italian sausage is pretty flavorful by itself, and then your marinara sauce, you know, you've added your parsley or your basil or your Italian seasoning to it, so you don't want to over season anything. So as you see, it doesn't take the Italian sausage very long, and it's not no fat, not a lot of grease in there, and our water's boiling. We may want to go ahead and add a little salt to our water. Now you see salt, remember. We'll go ahead and take our shells. You'll see they're nice size for stuffing. We'll just drop them in there. and just wait for them to boil. In the meantime, the Italian sausage is done. You can take a little bit of the cheese right now and you can put it in there with the Italian sausage. You get a little bit of the sauce. And just kind of stir it up. And you don't have to put a lot because we're going to put the shells in here, stuff them, and then we're going to pour the marinara sauce on it and then put the cheese on top. Okay. So we're going to turn the Italian sausage off. It's done. And we'll just cover it and we're going to just wait on the shells. Okay, it's been about 10 minutes and I've kind of stirred the shells off and on. Some of them were stuck inside within one another, and you just take a little fork like that and just separate them. That way they'll cook more evenly. And you don't want them done where they're smushy. You want them al dente. So I've only cooked them, like I said, about 10 minutes. So I'm going to turn them off. And you can either drain them over the sink, but I'm actually going to just put them in my bowl here. So they'll be cooling, because you do have to, they're hot, and you got to pick them up to stuff them, so you want them to cool down just a little bit. So we're going to let them cool for about 5 minutes, and then we'll start stuffing them. Okay, we're going to take a little olive oil, sprinkle it on the shells, just a little bit. This is just to keep them from sticking too bad. I'll stir them around a little bit. And we're going to try and separate them. I got a slotted spoon and a little fork to help me work with them. And I'm just making sure they're individual shells, not stuck together. And you want to use your shells that are pretty much whole and together. If they're kind of got shredded up in the process, like that, they won't hold the sausage and cheese, so I just throw them to the side. And that one kind of is still whole, but it's lost its shape, so I just curled it back up. That one's tore a little bit, but it's still usable. Okay. Alright, so we have a pan full, and they're in pretty good shape, all of them, maybe a couple. And we're going to have fun, and like I said, you can stuff them with anything. You can put a little cottage cheese with parsley in it, but we're going to use Italian sausage and mozzarella. Alright, we're going to add a little bit more mozzarella. Now we're going to start stuffing. See, and they close up back pretty good. And if you're having trouble with them closing back, you can use a toothpick to hold them shut. You can just take a toothpick if it's not shutting, and you can just stick it in like that. I have done that for parties. Just remember to take them out when you go to serve. And this is something fun you can do with the kids. If you've got children visiting, your grandkids or something, and they want to help in the kitchen, they can help stuff these shells, and it makes it something fun that they feel like they helped make dinner. And they had fun. Or you can do like me. I always like baking sugar cookies with the kids in our family, and then I let them decorate it. But this would be something fun to do with them. I think children would love this, playing with the cheese and everything. And I love cooking with Italian sausage because it's just a really nice, got a nice taste to it. Kind of flavorful for meat, and doesn't need a lot of seasonings. Also, my husband reminded me that I use whole wheat or quinoa. If I can find quinoa jumbo shells, I use them, but I can't find any right now. So I'm just using regular white flour jumbo shells. So these shells aren't quite as healthy, but they are cooked al dente, which means they're a little bit firmer, and actually they make you fuller when they're al dente because it's harder to digest, so your system gets fuller faster. So I guess in that way it's healthier because it keeps you from eating a whole lot. And like I said, this is a real fun party pleaser. Any kind of little party or gathering or work party that you're having, you can cook these ahead of time. And you can freeze them. We made these. My daughter had a baby last year. She had her. We had a baby shower for her last year, and it was sea themed. And we did these because they're shells, sea theme. And me and my other daughter Lydia, we cooked them way ahead of time and froze them. So the day of the party, all we had to do was defrost them in the oven, and they were perfect. Everybody loved them. So, like I said, these are good for parties, or like I said, if you want a quick dinner, or you want something fun to do with the kids, you can get these out and can have a nice fun meal. Now this is a pound of Italian sausage. So I'm actually going to have more shells than I need to cook all this Italian sausage. So that's okay. We'll just stick them to the side and cook them later with something else. Got one more. Okay. Alright, so we're going to cover it with cheese now. Okay, so now we just take these out that don't have any filling, and we'll save them for later. We'll cover the rest of these with some more cheese. Okay, and we'll get our marinara sauce. And like I said, my marinara sauce we made in an earlier show, so you can tune back to it to see how easy it is. We still have some homegrown tomatoes that I just crushed in our blender and froze it, and you just pull them out, season them up a little bit, and then you just pour it over the shells. Okay, we're going to cover it with tin foil. I'm going to turn my oven on probably about 350. And as soon as my oven gets hot, we'll be ready to stick it in the oven. Okay, so now we're ready. So we're going to cover it lightly with some tin foil and stick it in the oven for about 15 minutes. Then I'm going to pull it out and put some more cheese on top and see if it needs some more marinara sauce. And if it does, I'll put a little bit more marinara sauce, and then I'll put this on there, and then it'll just cook till the rest of this cheese melts. My husband said that one of our viewers asked, why is it so hard to find Italian sausage? It just depends the area you live in. Like I said, I'm down here in the South. Now, if you're up north, you'll probably find it very easily at any store. But down here, Walmart has started carrying Italian sausage link and ground. Ground is a little bit harder to find, so if I find it, I buy several packages and freeze it in half pounds. And then my daughter, she's a good little shopper. She's constantly looking out for things that I may need for different recipes, and she'll call me because she'll go to this big city in Mobile, and she may find something at Rouse's or Publix, or I just noticed in my flyer from Sam's Wholesale Foods that they started carrying Italian sausage. And I love the meat at Sam's, and then you can buy in bulk and you can freeze it. You can freeze it in half pound or pound, however big your family is and how you use it in your recipes. But I usually freeze it in half pounds. And I'm glad Sam started carrying it. I don't know if it's for the holidays, seasonal thing. So now would be the time to grab it at Sam's and freeze it. But like right now, you can pretty much in Saraland, Alabama, find it anywhere at any of the stores. Okay, so it's almost been 15 minutes. We're getting excited. Okay. We'll leave the oven on because we're going to still melt some more cheese on top. Smells good. Smells like I'm cooking lasagna. So we're going to take a little more mozzarella. Sprinkle it on top of each one. Maybe just a little bit more sauce, and so it won't be dry. Alright, we'll give it about 5 more minutes. See if the cheese is melted, and it'll be ready to try. We'll leave the tin foil off because we're just heating up that cheese a little bit for about 5 minutes. Okay, it's got 2 more minutes, but the cheese is melted, so we'll go ahead and pull it out. Oh, it smells so good. It smells like lasagna. Okay, smells delicious, so now we're going to plate some and we'll try it. Okay, my daughter made me some eggnog. It's got, I think, a little rum in it. Thank you, Lydia. That's delicious. We're going to take a little Parmesan cheese and put that on top. And we're going to try one. Delicious. It's light. It's not real heavy sitting on your stomach, and the spices are just perfectly balanced with the Italian sausage. And like I said, it's just a really fun meal to cook with your family, with your grandkids, your children. And it's really easy to put together, and it's a lot easier than lasagna. And so I hope you enjoy it. And remember, if you like our channel, hit like, subscribe, and leave comments, please. And we really enjoyed y'all joining us for our stuffed Italian sausage jumbo shells.